Alright guys, welcome back to the Frugal Homestead. So today we're going to be planting tomatoes and bush beans. Let's get started. Alright, so let's get you guys up to speed. Our buddy Randy gave us a whole bunch of these tomato plants, various tomatoes. So we're going to put these in a line in the new garden here, right here by the top. I'm going to take that tree out and then we're going to plant the entire rest of it with some bush beans. Now, some of you may have seen our posts about buying 50-pound bags of flour and 50-pound bags of oatmeal from the Amish. So essentially, they gave us some bush bean seeds for free. These are coated. We don't usually use coated seed, but they gave them to us for free with buying those things, so we're going to put them in the ground. Now, we're not going to go too in depth on this garden of trying to do things because this is its first year back. I'm not expecting much. We will water in with a fish fertilizer to give them a bump. But other than that, they're pretty much on their own. Now, when I'm done planting this whole thing, I will go down to the pile down here and get some of those wood chips and mulch this over, and I'll basically be done with this year. We let everything come up. You'll easily be able to tell what the bush beans are and what are weeds. Anything that are weeds, we'll yank them out. Then at the end of season, we'll put some heavy chips on, prep it out, and then from then on, there'll be no more tilling in this garden. So let's get started. Alright guys, so as you can see, I got them all on the ground. Now these plants are like well past their prime. They were let dry out, plus they sat on our porch for a couple days. So whatever we get out of them, we get out of them. You never look a gift horse in the mouth, whatever they say. They were given to us for free. We've got our tomato plants up there already in the ground. These are just extra. Now I did lightly mulch them, and I also did add an all-purpose organic mix, just a tad down in there to give them a little extra something. I watered them in, and then I lightly covered them with a mulch. When they perk up and I see which ones are going to take off, I'll string them up, and then I'll add more mulch. This was just to hold this initial moisture down and keep the ground from drying out, because as you can see, it's real clumpy. It's going to keep drying out. That's why we need to get the mulch on it and get the back to Eden stuff going. Because the deeper the mulch, the more moisture stays, the more life comes up, worms, etc. So we're gonna go move on now. These are gonna be okay for now. I'll probably come out and re-water them in tonight, later. But now I gotta hoe this whole garden and plant beans, and it's like 90 some degrees out. I better get started. Oh boy, it's getting warm, guys. So if you can see that stake there I drove in the ground, Missy came out and said she'd like to try between the tomatoes and that stake to put some cucumbers in once I take this tree out. So I planted up to there in rows, so all this is bush beans. Now I'm gonna start running wheelbarrow loads of mulch and just wood chip mulch the whole lower section here and get that going. Now we're gonna have to wait till it rains probably before they'll germinate, because there's not enough moisture in the ground, but that's okay. It's supposed to rain in a day or two, and if it doesn't, well, I'll either bring a sprinkler out or do something. Time to get back to work. It ain't getting any cooler out here. All right guys, so it may not be perfect, but as you can see, it's got a light coating. As soon as it rains, the moment it rains, I'm going to be jumping on this to put more mulch on to hold the water in to help them germinate and get them to take off. But I got other things I got to get to today. If you run a homestead, farm, or even a backyard garden, you know there's always something to be done. And I've got a list a mile long. So we appreciate you coming along with us today here on the Frugal Homestead. Got a little bit of something done. My day's just starting and it's getting hotter by the minute. So if you haven't already hit that subscription button, please go do that. And don't forget to hit the notification bell, that way you see all of our upcoming videos. A lot more coming. So much more, you won't believe it. But until next time, I'll see ya.